Alright, what's up everybody? Here we are, Season 2, Episode 21 of Vinland Saga, which is called Courage, and it could not be a more fitting title because I think Thorfinn was already showing that courage at the end of last episode. Man, I feel like the season is reaching its absolute peak right now, obviously, because we're getting really close to the finale. Only 3 more episodes to go after this one, man. I mean, it's gonna be bittersweet. I hope we don't have to wait too long for Season 3 because I don't know. I feel so into it. You know, it's like we've been here for 5 months already, reacting and watching. I guess in your case, the episodes on a weekly basis. Yeah, it's become kind of a part of my routine. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna suck having to say goodbye to that also because it's been getting so good. Again, like this season is a fantastic example of like just super slowly building up, but like that curve kind of just exponentially increases. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know, it just gets better and better in that way. To me, at least, it did. Um, but I feel like, yeah, somehow the best is yet to come, right? And I can't wait to see what that entails, though, because that's the thing. Okay, so last episode, Arnite obviously died, and that was super tragic. We kind of saw it coming because it was the episode before that, which had already basically teased, yeah, that to be possibly happening, right? So it didn't come as a shock to me. I still love the way they did it, of course, and I mean, it was, you know, as tragic as it possibly could be, right? When Arnite mentioned how she could already tell that the kid inside of her had died and stuff. Yeah, that hit me majorly. But you know, coming off of that, of course, Einar is very angry right now, especially at Kettle, who Snake showed up along with Kettle there, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're just going to be literally hanging out there waiting for Thorfinn with all of them. Then that's man, I haven't even thought about this, but like, if Thorfinn ends up coming back, are Snake and Kettle still going to be there, and are they going to be coming with them? Or how will that work? I don't really understand like why Snake and Kettle showed up here in the first place. Well, the only reason for that story-wise seems to be that Einar could get mad at them, right? Especially at Kettle. But you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like well that there's a reason why they ended up here. So maybe they're going to be coming along ultimately, eventually, right? And it does kind of make sense because it's like I mean, it's basically the same question that I asked myself last season when we basically said goodbye to or well, we figured that Thorfinn was going to go with Leif at first, right? Didn't end up happening, of course, but it was like, okay, what does that mean for Canute's role? Does Canute still serve a role in this story? And it's like now in season 2, of course, we found out that like yes, he does, a certain different kind of way, but now I ask myself the same question with Snake and with Kettle and with Svirkle is another character I need to bring up real briefly in a bit. But, you know, like, can Snake and Kettle still be part of this story if they don't die after season 2? And how, right? Arnite is who I asked that question for. But, of course, we now figured that, like, well, Arnite has died. So, yeah, that's going to be actually fascinating to see. But, dude, I have so much to discuss here, man. So, Thorfinn is going right now towards Canute, right? And you really wonder, like, well, Thorfinn, you're gonna have to come up with that first method real quick right now. I don't know what will happen when they spot him. Will they assume him to be somebody on the farm? Like, if regular soldiers spot him, they're just gonna go out to kill him. Because right now, everybody on the farm is being killed still until Canute has his hands on Kettle, I think, right? Or maybe somebody who they can hold sort of against Kettle, like Torgol or Olmar, of course, right? If he manages to grab a hold of those, then maybe they'll spare the rest of the people on the farm for the time being, because they'll figure that Kettle will come to them. But yeah, what am I even saying? So Thorfinn is going there right now, and it's like, will we be attacked or not? Is Canute going to be the one to spot him, and he's going to immediately realize who he's looking at, I guess. There's history there. What will that encounter look like? It's going to be fascinating to see, right? That's definitely something that I'm just really eager to see play out, and I'm sure we're gonna get it. Like, there's no way by the end of this season Thorfinn and Canute haven't come eye to eye with each other, right? Because it's kind of what the whole season, you know, probably has been building up to in a way. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. We have Svirkle, who I just mentioned, right? Like Svirkle, Thorfinn also mentioned, like, we haven't even gotten to say goodbye to him. So does that mean that now on the way back, Thorfinn is gonna come across him? What will have come of Svirkle? I mean, of course, we know that he wasn't doing too well. Another character that, I mean, there's no future for Svirkle, it seems, right? He's going to be dying this season. Yeah, more from like natural causes, it seems. But I mean, I don't know, unless he still actually ends up becoming. What if Dude, what if Canute's forces ended up finding him and just stabbed him, and Thorfinn like finds him somewhere dead in his house or something, right? Like that's a possibility as well. At this point, I'm not ruling out anything anymore, but yeah, man, it's again, I just want to see how it plays out. Like I said, it feels like we're starting to reach that peak right now, right? And it's like, oh man, what's gonna happen now? Actually, I mean, now that I'm scrolling through the last episode, yeah, two other characters that I am interested to see more of is like, what's gonna happen with Thorgol and Olmar? Olmar already had given up on his mission, whatever. I still don't understand what Thorgol assigned him to do, because Thorgol meant to go towards Canute alone, I think. I don't know if like Olmar was supposed to serve as some kind of distraction or what he had planned for him in the first place. Is that plan still like a possibility to be executed? It's really hard to say, right? But that's another thing that I really did like about last episode, how it showed us that war only has casualties and that there never comes any good of it, right? And it's like we saw that literally represented in all of the major characters who were injured in pretty significant ways. And for example, there I'm thinking about Thorgol, who had that. I mean, I don't think that hand is really going to be functioning anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe he is going to be able to recover from it. But it's like when you get stabbed literally in your wrist right through there, how do you still have that? Like, how are you still able to move that hand later on? I don't think that's even going to be possible. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, for now, guys, I think I've done enough talking. We're going to dive into episode 21 called Courage, like I said. But of course, if you enjoy my reactions to Vinland Saga and you're watching these on YouTube, you can watch the next 4 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which will be linked on top of the description. Over there, we're already going to be done with the season because it's by now finished airing, of course. So go and catch up on all of that straight away. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place, so keep that in mind. And then for now, let's dive into Season 2, Episode 21 of Vinland Saga. Oh shit. Is he gonna see Thorfinn approaching already, or... Well, for now, just looking at the... Oh man, the casualties they caused. What are you gonna do with them? Damn, yo, man. Yeah, you're gonna show him the skulls? I'm sure they won't come back. Dude, they're gonna find cattle. Oh, sorry, Sverkel in his house, I think, man. Yeah, oh, I remember them talking about that. I see. Oh, wow. Holy shit, dude, these visuals right now. Oh my god, you gotta absolutely love. This is a thumbnail shot, that's for sure. So, this is their resting place. Oh, Olmar went back there, I see. Yeah, speaking of courage, he didn't really have much, did he? Oh. He's gonna be on the verge of just ending it himself, I think. After seeing all of this. He's gonna be full on fearing this to be him soon. That's a bit too big of a responsibility to give him, I'm afraid. He can hardly handle himself. Who did he just bump into? Oh, oh, dude. Yo. He sees his corpse now, too. What was that, back in episode 12 or something? God, that scene when they made fun of him. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna throw up after that. Oh, shit. Oh, wow, they've all gathered here. Snake too. Who are you? Wow. Really? Yeah, I was gonna say, he's probably just gonna continue fighting with them. Wow, Torgal respects that though. Yeah. Wow, he stays optimistic. Okay, that hand is still functioning though, never mind. Who else? Yeah, exactly. Who is he thinking? What? What? Wait, he actually assigned that to Olmar? Yeah, he ain't making any decision. He's making the decision to commit suicide, more likely. Oh, man. I'm shocked. Well, at least he's honest about it. There we go. Man.
ふざけんなよ、オルマル。お前、戦争したがってたじゃねえかよ。そもそも、これはお前が始めた戦だろうが。そうさ、俺のせいだ。あん時しくじって、バカにされて、カッとなって生きがって。んなもん、どうとでもこじつけてくんなよ、戦ってのよ。
That's true as well.
お前じゃなけりゃ、俺か親父だった。
Yeah, Canute had sort of handpicked Olmar as like the great victim for this, right? Because he could see right through him. Yeah, because of cutting the pig and stuff, right? Oh, man. Wow, well... Wow, man. You can say what you want, but like he is stepping up in his own way now by not actually giving in to his brother, but saying, no, this is what we're gonna do. Wow, he's saying he should have just accepted that mockery. He should have never gone with them, should have never gone there. You know, I can actually respect that in a, yeah, strange way. Huh. I was gonna say, I'm not expecting that answer out of Torgal, though. Good question. Because I was honestly about to say, like, this man is about to go rogue and still try, you know, getting back to Canute anyway. But I don't know what this means right now. Like, that could be him leaving, or it could be him doing exactly that. Yeah, yeah. This is in a weird way, it's kind of the Olmar redemption arc right now. And it's like, I mean, all that it is Olmar just admitting to his personality, you know? It's not even him trying to overcome something or whatever. Well, in a way it is. He accepted it.
ずっとトルフィンを探し続けていたんじゃないんですか。トルフィンを故郷に連れ帰るためにここまで来たんでしょう。確かにわしはずっと
Exactly, but he could see how Thorfinn had changed. He mentioned that already, like.
何度見失っても
Yeah.
ずっと探し続けてきた。
So now he's giving him the opportunity to do what he wants.
お前の誓いは破れん。だが今のトルフィンは
Exactly.
もっと大きなものに突き動かす。
Ah, dude, it's all so great, man.
その
How far we've come.
戻ると言ったんだ。わしはあの目を知る。
Exactly, because he would have never given Thorfinn that responsibility back in season 1. He just saw him as rash back then. But he could already tell straight away here that, like, this was a different Thorfinn now. Ah, so Einar is going there.
当主ケティルの名代として参りました。王陛下にお取り次ぎください。
Wow, trying to get the confrontation.
てめえ奴隷だろ。奴隷はすぐわかる。
He was lying about that?
家畜みてえにくせえからな。
Man. Yeah, they're just acting like the retainers now.
話にならねえんだよ。
私は王陛下と面識
Yeah, exactly. Just tell him that.
を伝えていた
Tell
だ
him
け
it's
ればわかる
Thorfinn.
はずです。トールズの子、トルフィンが来たとお知らせください。
I mean, they're not really gonna buy that though, are they?
クヌーと陛下とお前が知り合い
How did your last meet go? Yeah, we don't talk about that.
間ですが王陛下の近衛を務めておりました。
Wow.
おいおいどうしたドロットそいつまだ寝ぼけてるぞ
There's like, the thing is, there's no reason for them to do this. Yeah, you're gonna need to give him a better argument, but in the meantime,
つまりお前のママみてえ
exactly, you're just gonna get beaten up, man. Fucking hell. Oh, well, maybe Knut's gonna be coming himself. He can, yeah, he can hear commotion, yeah.
死者をよこしてきました農場の奉公人トールズの子トルフィンと名乗った
Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, the name still rang a bell. That's good.
小柄な男か。
はいまさに
Oh, the scar? Wait, he got that scar from Thorfinn? I wasn't even aware of that, I think.
お会いになりますか
Was that from like him trying to slash him there in that final scene? Yeah, I think so, right? Oh. Wait, he just said no?
トールズの子まさかな
Oh yeah, we remember Floki too. I still need to see that bitch die. Dude, I was so disappointed when he didn't die back in the first season already. Wow, can you just walked away, huh? What's the reason for that?
この状況を変えないと。
Oh. All he's doing is just avoiding now. Oh, man.
トルフィン大丈夫か。
エイナル、なんでここに。
アホお前を止めに来たに決まってんだろ。
Hmm.
すまん。
おれどうすもんだしな。
Man, yeah. How could Einar be of any use here? Yeah, and what are they betting on? Well, whoever won the duel, I guess. Oh, I see. How long it's gonna take for... Okay, yeah.
および気絶含む。
一番人気は10発以下だ
Until Thorfinn gives up, literally.
ちらほらいるぜ
その賭け。俺も一口食べます。
What are you gonna be betting on then? On sustaining, I guess,
俺
huh?
が勝っても金はいりません。 その代わり
I gotta talk.
王陛下とお話をさせていただきます。
He doesn't want to talk to you, though.
みんな
Apparently.
聞いたか。面白いこと抜かしたぞこのチビ。よーし、いいだろう。いい根性だ。だが10発以下にかけるなんて虫のいいことは許さねえぞ。
Wow. He's just gonna let himself be hit? No way. Oh my god, he's gonna have to let himself be hit 100 times? And survive, and then he gets to talk? Yo.
トルフィンケティルなんかのためにお前がそこまでする義理があんのか。これは戦争なんだ。
Well,
一人の力じゃどうにもならない。
there is a lot you can achieve actually here.
戦わせておけばいいだろう。
He figures he can achieve peace.
俺はこの農場に流れ着いて良かったと思ってる。戦以外何も知らない俺を旦那様にパテールさん、大旦那様も見放さずよくしてくれた。お前とだって出会えた。
Man, dude, that sounds like a premature goodbye speech, though. Well, I guess he realizes what the risk is that he's taking here.
受けたご恩をこのまま返せないままでいいのか。
Or just to explain himself.
トルフィン
大丈夫。
It's still crazy, though.
殴られるのにもコツがある。
There's a trick to getting hit.
俺は殴られ慣れて
That's true. Dude, we literally saw him just like purposefully, or let himself be slashed even. Episode 3, I think, when we first encountered Snake. Oh my god, look at this guy, dude. Well, they're just portraying him like this right now. Bear killer. You can only hope that when Canute hears what he did here, he's gonna respect that at least. Man. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course the next 4 episodes will be available straight away over on Patreon, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Man, I actually really love how unpredictable the show is. I feel like that's been sort of a common theme throughout this entire season that I haven't been able to predict. It's honestly really small moments. Like, I feel like the grand scheme of things, you can. Of course, I mean, you know, knowing that there was going to be a war at the farm, it's like, okay, that's something that I had predicted from, I think, very early on, right? And it's like, oh, that's obvious that will happen. That Thorfinn is going to try and put a stop to it. That's obvious that will eventually happen, right? But still, it's like, again, like I said, it's all the small moments, right? From, for example, what we see now with Olmar, who is suddenly turns out like, I don't think that was really revealed to us, but that Kettle had actually assigned him to be his follow-up person or whatever at the farm and not Thorgol, right? Makes a lot of sense, actually, because Thorgol usually, I think, was just off to go and do a bunch of killing, right? It was Olmar who actually was at the farm, and we saw, maybe even in the very first scene where we met Olmar's character, that, like, his dad was trying to instruct him to do a bunch of things on the farm, right? And he just wasn't feeling it whatsoever. But, you know, then it's also, like, even, the whole Thorfinn-Canute confrontation, right? Which, again, something that I've predicted this entire time, but I feel like I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here or whatever, right? There's no credit to be taking here because it's kind of obvious that, like, okay, that's what the season is building up to in a way, right? But then that Canute hears his name, remembers Thorfinn, even, like, touches his scar that he has or whatever, right? Which I didn't figure that's what it was from, even though I probably should have. But then actually saying no to that possible meetup, like knowing that it's Thorfinn, but being like, nah, I'm not gonna bother with this. I really wonder what his thought process behind it is, because I honestly don't really, think that I know. I guess he just didn't want to be reminded of him anymore after that last encounter that he had, or he just figures that Thorfinn in the end is just trouble, perhaps. I mean, Yeah, like I really don't get it. I mean, he must think that the Thorfinn that he's about to meet is still the same Thorfinn that he knows, right? And that Thorfinn wasn't a very pleasant person, of course. Yeah, maybe he's like I mean, he could be scared of him, honestly. That's really what it could be, right? Like, Thorfinn could be somebody to put Canute in his place. And that's the last thing that Canute needs here as a king with leadership and people that respect him and stuff, right? I don't know if it's necessarily that, though. He didn't seem intimidated. He seemed more like, yeah, what's the word? Oblivious or not caring or whatever to the whole thing. And it's like, okay, that is actually very interesting. So Thorfinn is now going to let himself get hit 100 times, which, well, he himself says there is a trick, apparently, to getting hit, right? So maybe it's not going to do as much damage as he thinks, but I wonder what that trick is. I mean, he's just going to be standing there, so what trick do you want to pull? He's not allowed to defend himself, I think, right? So, God, I mean, how is that not going to have genuinely sustaining impact? And, you know, how will that not do sustaining damage that's going to last forever? You get what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna beat the hell out of him. He's gonna have brain damage or whatever after this. So that I don't know how that whole thing is gonna play out. Maybe Canute puts a stop to it when he does realize what Thorfinn is doing. Probably not. Maybe now that I think about it, it might be that Olmar actually shows up now, along with Snake and the crew, yeah, to concede, right? Because that's what that whole part was about. They were about to surrender to Canute and stuff. That might be the thing that then puts a stop to Thorfinn as well, although it's kind of a separate... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Thorfinn presented himself, of course, as a retainer of Kettle's farm and his messenger, even if that wasn't necessarily the case. So they're kind of two separate parties now, right? Oh, man. I mean, it's kind of... It's chaotic. I'm trying to think it all through right now, but it's basically impossible. I do like what they did with Olmar's character a lot, too, where he actually, in a way, did have real character development this episode, did progress, because he just accepted his loserness. You know, we've seen him be presented as that from the start, but he wasn't embracing that whatsoever, right? He still wanted to go along with his brother, towards Canute, and he wanted to mean something and be in service of them, and he hated the work at the farm, but he knew who he was. He always did. He just wasn't willing to, like I said, embrace it and show it to other people. And now he actually did for the first time. And it's like, man, you know, you can understand it. Again, like, hey, if that's who you are, you're willing to be yourself. I can actually still respect and appreciate that, right? So, obviously, being a warrior like Thorgal isn't necessarily a great thing either. If anything, this show is trying to communicate exactly that, right? So, yeah, that's definitely something that's been surprising to see unfold, but at the same time, a pleasant surprise at that. So for now, this was a great episode, guys. We're gonna have 3 more to go after this, and I can't wait to see where it all goes. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction and review to episode 21 of season 2 of Vinland Saga. If you did, then of course you can watch me finish the season straight away over on my Patreon page, which will be linked on top of the description. Over there, we're gonna be done with all 24 episodes. So go and check it out straight away. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.